Here is a banner overview for Matikane Fukukitaru. Before I start the video, I should preface that in the Taiwanese server, as a free-to-play, back in the days, around this timing, I pulled for Fuku banner, and I was quite happy with the performance that it gave me, although one noticeable trait was that I wasn't able to use it in Grand Live, but then afterwards I was able to use it in Grand Masters, which is like the next scenario after Grand Live. If you ask me if I regret that decision, I would still say no. I think I really like the experience of Fuku. This is just a little bit of my bias. Here's just to let you know. Here are the pros and cons of Fuku. I think that the best value of Fuku is that you just lose less races early game in the mechanic track. So I highly value this part of Fuku and just not losing that many races in the early game. If you're a meta player on medium and long tracks, well, in mechanic track, it's 4 medium races and 1 long races, and then 1 mile and 1 sprint. For the first 4 CMs, Fuku can be found in your deck pretty much all the time. You can obviously go for top road 1 speed angle and greed other support cards, but Fuku 2 speed angle allows you to slot in Kira-san Black and let you use curvature. I also feel like that Fuku is generally a safer investment because you can exchange ticket Fuku to go for MLB on the anniversary. Around this timing, within this month or next month, we should be getting our second ever Rainbow Crystal, alongside the free pulls as well as the free exchange ticket on the SSR for Fuku. You can somewhat expect to be able to MLB it if you drop a say like 50k carats onto Fuku banner for 400 pulls, because there's already 50 free pulls in this banner, right? Another thing to talk about in Fuku, I think you guys know that at MLB, she gives like the starting stat 30, right? She gives 150 base stats, and she's more of like a half speed card in making track. One thing I would like to talk about or clear up for Fuku is that mainly when considering Fuku, we consider this base stat more so than considering the gamble. We don't really factor in you getting all 51 stats plus 77. It's for a high roll, absolutely, yeah, totally, that's for sure. But just the base stats on this 150 stats already warrants it to be a strong enough support card to slot in. You don't have to win the gamble. This is the high roll training. This is the training. Just think about this as clicking a 3-man rainbow. And if you miss it, if that run didn't really have it, you still have these stats. So overall, I think Fuku is still like a super strong card. At the end of the day, if you're serious about PvP in making a track, if you're wanting to try hard, grab Fuku or Naruto Top Road, one of the two in making a track, and you should be fine for the meantime. The Admire Vega Guts card, well, if you drop on Fuku, people are thinking they might be missing Admire Vega Guts, right? Which is definitely a fair point. I feel like at the end of the day, pulling for Naruto Top Road is really still kind of risky, because you need her MLB. It's a must MLB angle. The same problem that Fuku has, Naruto Top Road also has, which is the gold skill is really mid. And 300 skill points for Yobaba, like Firm Course Menace, is really just not that good. And also that her events have -10 energy, -10 energy confirmed that you cannot evade, which does mess with energy control in making track, and this is why I also stand on the Fuku side more, because Fuku doesn't grieve for energy. In making track, your energy is very volatile. Sometimes when Naruto Top Road comes out in the early game, then she just grieves her energy and you're forced to rest one more round, which I do not like personally. TLDR of this Fuku versus Top Road debate, or whether or not you should be pulling Fuku, is you can just pick one of the two. Personally, I'm picking Fuku. You can go for Top Road if you like. Top Road is also stronger on Top Road is also stronger on this is just some ideas for a medium deck. I would still say that Naruto Top Road may be better suited on characters with speed and power bonus. She can, in Guts decks, solo speed on a high roll only. But then again, you can also still kind of do that with Kita-san Black in this slot. And full-on Guts deck really actually isn't that, well, I wouldn't say viable, but full Guts decks, so for example, like 3 Guts, 3 Wit, or 4 Guts, 2 Wit decks, actually really isn't that. It actually isn't that practical, and I'm not going to comment on the purpose of showing them, but speed cards are definitely still used. 4 Guts 2 Wit decks or 3 Guts 3 Wit is definitely not a practical deck, and at the end of the day in CMs you're still training for what's it called, skills, right? You still need the skills from support cards, and Guts cards don't really give that many good skills. In Make a New Track, there are times in each CM where you will find certain cards to be dropped, but then you're not supposed to pull for them. There are certain cards like, for example, Bamboo Memory Guts card that gets dropped right before the Mile CM, and it's like a 1 CM wonder. It just used for 1 CM and then never seen before. They drop certain few cards that are used for 1 CM only throughout the 6 months, and if you're more whale account, you have the support cards, you can afford to slot in that support card, but at the same time, like low-key, you can kind of just still do this. You can still kind of do this if you're high roll hard. Naruto Top Road in Guts deck can 1 speed. Naruto Top Road on a 10% or 15% speed training Uma can also somewhat solo speed. So something like this, and then you can probably like solo speed like this, right? On a slightly stronger high roll, you can solo speed, and you can also maybe slot in another power card, for example, like El Conapasa, right? You can probably stuff in El Conapasa in here after you solo speed, so you get more skills as a mid game. So this is pretty much the idea for Naruto Top Road versus Fuku. I still value like the curvature from Kita-san Black, and that is why I think I'm just going to slot 2 speed. 2 speed in Make a New Track is super comfortable to use. On mile races, I might as well just go for the high roll and go for this instead of like going Top Road, because well, Kita-san has a lot of front skills and I play front, right? For other strategies, maybe like Naruto Taishin on the Mile Tokyo 1600 can use Top Road plus this. This is like a possible deck that Naruto Taishin can use. That's going to be it for Matikane Fukukitaru. I'll be moving on to the other cards. On my Vega, I'll just skim through it, and Harubara Tame Opera O, I'll just briefly go over it to give you guys an idea of what they might be used for, right? Admire Vega power card used in the next 2 CMs as a skill card. Also, can be used to slot in the Small Falcon slot. So for example, I can just move this, slot in Admire Vega power instead of other cards. So this is like a replacement for El Conapasa power in the Make a New Track scenario. If you have a slot that you can open up to slot in Admire Vega on Encloser on medium races, you could do that. Admire Vega does have 10% race bonus, a very respectable training effect, and a really strong skill, Daring Strike, which is a 4-second 0.25 mid-game skill that procs randomly for Enclosers. Daring Strike is going to be attainable in the future on Mr. CB, and the Mr. CB card, despite being a 5% race bonus, is going to be used for Enclosers for about like 6 months or so. And then that's going to be it for CB until Major Ramonu drops and eliminates CB. This card is alright. It gives like energy events as well. Pretty nice, pretty comfortable to use. Still a power card. On Make a New Track, it is acceptable to use power card on medium races, which there are 3 of them. And I don't really play Encloser on medium, but you can use it definitely. Definitely still prioritize Fuku in the selection. Don't really greed for one copy. You don't really care about the one copy. It's either MLB or break. If you get it for free, then that's cool. If you don't get it, don't worry about it too much because this card is very replaceable. As for, let's go to Harura first. Harura's kit is a Gigabuff version of her OG. Her OG kit was really just homeless, right? Not really that many good skills to use. But now, with the new version, she actually has usable stat bonus, which is 20% power and 10% guts, which is honestly quite an upgrade because 20% power is very comfortable. She now has default Mal A, and she also gets the unique skill. Unique skill is strong. This is a corner 4. If you're very far from the front, it's going to increase your target speed by 0.25, and the further you are from front, the more you are going to, the longer you're going to get on the duration of the unique skill. This is surprisingly, like this entire kit, after Evos, is surprisingly strong on Arima-Kinen. And, well, I'm not saying Harura is actually meta on Arima, because you need to be like 20, you need to up your aptitudes by 12 tiers on long and turf, but overall, for Harura, the kit after Evos is actually not that bad, considering Harura's previous iteration, right? So for Oshi players, if you're really into Harura and you want to make her win, you can definitely use her. And this kit is very serviceable with Unyielding Spirit. After Evos, Center Stage and Hard Worker are both like strong mid-game or early game skills, which are like they're cheap and usable, effective, whatnot. They are quite nice to have. Honestly, Harura does get her redemption arc. Congratulations on Tsukimi-san on JP in winning the Arima-Kinen just the day before. This character is playable and has Perma Charming event. It's really nice. You can definitely go for her if you like it. As for Tei M Opera O, I think there has been a teeny bit more discussion around Tei M Opera O. She has like a very strong stat bonus, but the main talking point, which is around her unique skill, which when inherited is 3 seconds 0.25. This unique skill, Barakuro, up until JP currently, is still going to be used. Like there are still people using this unique skill as like, as inherited grandparent skill. The only downside of this character is the Dirt E Mal E, but eventually the Spark Farmers will adjust to the Dirt E Mal E, and they'll be able to like take it to Mal C and also Dirt D, which is going to allow her to like be a parent or grandparent. Her kit Headliner is a very strong skill, 2.4 seconds, later half random, potential speed carryover as long as you are in the 1st to 5th place position, and a 0.35 target speed. This skill is super strong and good for inheriting. This is like a skill that you can greed for. You can use her as an ace because her front aptitude, although it is C, and although fronts are strong on long tracks, you don't have a unique skill, you don't have the innate skills to fight, say, for example, Sonomaru Zensky, Ita-san Black, or Saint Sky. So, she can't really be used as a pacer because pacer doesn't have acceleration. So yeah, overall, this character is just as parent. I might just pull for one just to hit like a good ground parent off of it, and then I can just probably use this until the day the server closes. This character, I'll be pulling for it. And also, I'll be pulling for Matikane Fukukitaru speed card. That's going to be it for this banner review. This is a little bit hasty, and I'm posting this like a few hours before the banner actually drops. I hope it has been helpful. I'll see you guys in the next one.